In the secluded depths of Willow Creek Forest, where shadows danced amidst towering trees and the whisper of the wind carried secrets untold, there lurked a legend that sent shivers down the spines of locals and visitors alike. It was the tale of the Goatman, a half-man, half-goat creature said to roam the forest's labyrinthine trails and haunt the old wooden bridge that spanned the creek. The legend had its roots in a tragic accident that occurred decades ago. A young farmer named Silas, known for his love of goats, was tending to his herd when a freak lightning strike set the barn ablaze. In a desperate attempt to save his beloved animals, Silas rushed into the inferno, only to be met with a gruesome fate. His body was found charred and mangled, his features contorted in a grotesque parody of his former self. As the years passed, whispers of Silas's restless spirit began to circulate. Locals claimed to have seen a strange creature lurking in the shadows of the forest, its form a twisted amalgamation of human and goat. It was said to have glowing red eyes, sharp claws, and a pungent odor that permeated the air. The Goatman's legend grew with each passing year, becoming an integral part of the folklore of Willow Creek Forest. People spoke of its eerie cries that echoed through the trees, its ability to vanish into thin air, and its penchant for mischief and terror. Some claimed to have encountered the creature on the old wooden bridge, where it would appear as a harmless goat before transforming into its monstrous form, its eyes blazing with malevolence. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the forest, a group of teenagers decided to venture into the heart of the legend. Armed with flashlights and a bravado that belied their apprehension, they set out to prove the Goatman was nothing more than a campfire tale. They had barely entered the forest and they heard a faint rustling in the undergrowth. Their hearts pounding in their chests, they cautiously approached the source of the noise, their flashlights illuminating the darkness. There, in the dim glow, they saw a pair of glowing red eyes staring back at them. Panic surged through the group as they realized they were not alone. They turned and ran, their footsteps pounding against the forest floor. Behind them, they could hear the sound of heavy hooves pursuing them, its guttural cries sending shivers down their spines. They stumbled and fell, their flashlights rolling away into the darkness. As they struggled to their feet, they saw the Goatman standing before them, its twisted form illuminated by the moonlight. Its eyes burned with an unholy fire, and its sharp claws glistened in the dim light. Frozen in terror, the teenagers watched as the Goatman slowly approached, its hooves clicking against the ground. They closed their eyes, bracing for the worst. But to their astonishment, the creature did not attack. Instead, it turned and disappeared into the shadows, leaving them trembling in its wake. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the canopy, the teenagers stumbled out of the forest, their faces pale and their bodies aching. They had survived their encounter with the Goatman, but the memory of that night would haunt them forever. From that day forward, the legend of the Goatman continued to be passed down through generations, a cautionary tale whispered among those who dared to venture into the depths of Willow Creek Forest. And as the years turned into centuries, the Goatman became an enduring symbol of the darkness that lurked within the heart of the ancient woods.